What if I told you that the future of humanity, your job, your data, even your freedom, isn't being decided by governments or voters, but by a handful of people meeting behind closed doors in Silicon Valley? They're not politicians. They're not celebrities. They're the invisible power broker, billionaires, technologists, and secret advisors, quietly steering the direction of artificial intelligence. You won't find their names on any ballot, but their decisions shape the world more than any presidents ever could. This is the story of the secret AI Council, the hidden network controlling the rise of artificial intelligence, and by extension, the future of civilization itself. Artificial intelligence has become the most powerful force on Earth. It writes code, makes art, diagnoses diseases, and even predicts the stock market. But here's what most people don't realize. AI isn't some wild, independent creation. It's governed, controlled, directed. Behind every major AI breakthrough, OpenAI, Google DeepMind, Anthropic, xAI, there's an intricate web of alliances, investors, and shadow advisors who determine what gets released, what stays secret, and what humanity should or shouldn't know. They call it AI alignment, AI ethics, or responsible innovation. But beneath the buzzwords lies a power structure unlike anything the tech world has ever seen. Think of it as Silicon Valley's version of a world government, except it wasn't elected, and it doesn't answer to anyone. So who are these people? How did they form this hidden council? And what exactly are they trying to control? Let's uncover the truth. 1. The rise of the AI power players. It all began with a race, like a race to build the most powerful artificial brain. In 2015, OpenAI was founded with a noble mission to ensure AI benefits all of humanity. It sounded good, idealistic. But within a few years, something changed. Massive investments from Microsoft, Amazon, and venture capital giants flooded in. AI research became a $1 trillion arms race. And with that money came influence and control. The same handful of billionaires who once fought over social media dominance were now quietly deciding the direction of humanity's most transformative technology. Elon Musk, Sam Altman, Demis Hassabis, Sundar Pichai, and a few others began forming what insiders now refer to as the AI Inner Circle, a network of individuals and private groups that meet, collaborate, and share influence over how advanced AI systems are built and deployed. You could think of it as the Illuminati of innovation. But unlike conspiracy theories, this one's real. 2. The hidden meetings and silent alliances. You won't read about their meetings in the news, but in the background, major AI leaders gather at exclusive conferences and think tanks, like the Allen Institute, the Future of Life Forum, and the Asilomar AI Conference. At these gatherings, some of the most powerful people in tech, CEOs, researchers, and policymakers, discuss topics that could alter the fate of humanity. What to release publicly? What to keep under wraps? How to shape regulations before governments even understand what they're regulating? They frame it as AI safety, but safety for whom? When you look deeper, it becomes clear that these secret discussions aren't just about preventing AI from going rogue. They're about controlling who controls AI itself. Every time an AI model is restricted, censored, or aligned, someone decided that you shouldn't have access to its full power. And those decisions aren't being made democratically. 3. The shadow network of investors. Follow the money, and you'll find the real council. Behind every AI lab is a web of investors, venture capital firms, and powerful backers who all share a single goal: control the next trillion-dollar industry. Microsoft owns nearly half of OpenAI. Amazon and Google are betting billions on Anthropic. Sequoia Capital, Andreessen Horowitz, and other top firms quietly invest in multiple AI labs at once, ensuring they win no matter who dominates. That's not competition. That's consolidation. These investors sit on advisory boards, shape product launches, and negotiate what data and capabilities are made public. It's not about innovation anymore. It's about monopoly over intelligence itself. The same people who once owned your social data are now working to own the world's synthetic intelligence. 4. The secret war between tech titan. Don't be fooled. The AI world isn't united. It's a digital chessboard, and every major player has their own agenda. Elon Musk's xAI preaches transparency, claiming OpenAI betrayed its mission by becoming closed. Google's DeepMind insists on scientific ethics, while quietly developing military-grade AI systems behind the scenes. Anthropic markets itself as the responsible alternative, but it's backed by Amazon and Google, two of the biggest corporate forces on the planet. In public, they talk about collaboration, In private, they're waging a silent war for AI dominance. And at the center of this war sits the Secret AI Council, an unofficial web of powerful individuals who meet across companies, share insider knowledge, and collectively decide the direction of AI progress. Some call it cooperation, others call it cartel behavior. Either way, the outcome is the same. They control the evolution of the most powerful technology ever invented. 5. The government's quiet partnership. Governments around the world claim they're trying to regulate AI but the truth is they're partnering with the same tech companies they're supposed to regulate. In 2024, the White House announced the AI Safety Summit, bringing together top CEOs Sam Altman, Sundar Pichai, and Satya Nadella to discuss AI ethics. But notice something. The meeting wasn't open to the public. There were no journalists, no transcripts, and no transparency. Instead, government officials and tech billionaires discussed privately how to control AI development, set boundaries, and decide what data the public can access. In other words, the regulators became the regulated. It's no longer Silicon Valley versus the government. It's Silicon Valley and the government, working together in the shadows to decide who gets to shape the digital future. 6. The real agenda, digital power. So, what's the council's ultimate goal? It's not just profit, it's control. Control over information, control over markets, control over public perception. AI gives whoever wields it the power to shape reality itself, to manipulate media, generate fake voices and videos, predict consumer behavior, and even sway political outcomes. If you control AI, you control truth. And the Secret AI Council understands that perfectly. That's why they're pouring billions into not just AI models, but into controlling the data pipelines, the cloud infrastructure, and even the training ethics that determine how AI thinks. They're not just building technology, they're building the rules of the new digital empire. 7. The moral mask. Publicly, the AI Council hides behind morality. They talk about responsible innovation and AI for good. They warn about rogue AI or misinformation, while quietly using those same fears to justify tighter control. It's the perfect strategy. Scare the public with the danger of AI, then position yourself as the only one responsible enough to manage it. In reality, this moral narrative is a shield, one that protects them from competition and scrutiny. Because if only a few trusted companies are allowed to develop powerful AI, then the rest of the world stays dependent on them forever. 8. Silencing the outsiders. Here's where it gets darker. Independent researchers who question the power structure are often pushed out or silenced. Remember Timnit Gebru, the AI ethics researcher who spoke out about bias in Google's AI models? She was fired. Other whistleblowers have faced blacklisting, defunding, and professional exile for challenging the narrative. The message is clear: innovation is welcome, but only if it serves the council's interests. The world thinks AI progress is open source and democratic, but the deeper truth? It's controlled by a small circle who decides what humanity is ready for and what stays hidden. 9. The AI Council's greatest fear. So what keeps them awake at night? Not robots taking over, not AI destroying humanity. What they truly fear is losing control. They know that once AI becomes truly decentralized, once anyone can access the same level of power, the world order changes. Governments lose control. Corporations lose control. The information monopoly collapses. That's why they keep AI's most powerful capabilities behind closed doors. The autonomous agents, the unrestricted models, the real breakthrough. Because open access means open power. And open power means the end of the AI Council's dominance. So the next time you see a new AI product launch, a government AI safety announcement, or a billionaire warning about the dangers of artificial intelligence, remember this: the real danger isn't AI itself. It's who controls it. A secret network of companies, investors, and technologists has quietly positioned itself as the gatekeeper of digital intelligence, deciding what's too dangerous, too powerful, or too profitable for the rest of us. They call it responsibility, but history will call it what it really is: control. The age of AI isn't just about technology, it's about power. And somewhere in Silicon Valley, behind closed doors, the future is already being written, not by algorithms, but by the secret AI Council deciding who gets to use them. The question is, when that future arrives, will you be part of it or ruled by it?